So go to paper 1 to May, June. Functionalists believe that in all societies, there's a dominant family type. Parsons, for example, argues that the extended family was the most common family type in pre-industrial societies, as it performed a wide range of functions. Parsons further suggests that with industrialization, the nuclear family replaced the extended family as the dominant family type. However, other sociologists question the view that there is a dominant family type. Historical research such as that by Anderson has shown that both the nuclear family and extended family were common in pre-industrial societies. Research by other sociologists such as Thorne indicates that are you there? Thorne indicates that there is no dominant family type in modern industrial society, as family diversity is common. So when you're talking about family dominant family type, is that in the society it is basically nuclear family that is small. In the society it is basically extended family that is small.
That's type of family.
Yeah, but it is not. There's no dominant family. The family is diverse. It means like 80% of the families in Libya are nuclear family. That is a dominant family. 70% of families in Libya are extended family. That is dominant family.
What's the dominant family?
That means the kind of family that is.
Yes, what's nuclear and
nuclear family is a family structure that contains the father, the mother, and the children.
What's the normal family?
That's nuclear.
Yes. And
extended. This family contains other family members other than the nuclear family. Than father, the mother. We talk about the grandparents, the cousins, the nephew, the niece. These are extended family.
Okay.
Do you get it? So there's no dominant family in the world. There are different kinds of families and there's diversity. So that is what Thorne is indicating, that in the modern industrial society, family diversity is common. You might see it as nuclear, but the kind of nuclear family they have is different from the normal nuclear family that you would think. So family diversification is more. So there are different kinds of families. That is the point.
Yes. So why you said there is no? You said there is no
dominant family.
Yes.
Yeah, we are saying that there's no one kind of family that is everywhere. Like, this is the family that is in this country.
Dominant family means there is different types of family.
Dominant family means that this kind of family is the only family available.
Oh, so that's not true.
That is the point. Do you get it now?
Yes.
Okay. So the first question says, define the term extended family.
We can say it's a bigger family or a family that contains, like, I give examples, a grandpa and grandma.
Yes. Other than the nuclear family.
So when the family, like, it's from maybe we can say
the nuclear family plus other family members.
Like, for example, the boys in the family are married, so their wives in the home and the children and the grandpa, like this.
Yeah, that's extended.
Okay.
So that's why, like I wrote, extended family is a family structure which contains more family members other than the nuclear family or the nuclear settings, like father and mother, children. It is more than that.
Yes.
B, we said describe two features of the nuclear family. The nuclear family is privatized. Yeah, it's privatized. That means they mind their business. You can't invade their privacy. You get the point?
Yes.
So I said it is restricted to the members only. So you can't understand what happens in the privatized. Second, common residents, they stay under the same roof. That makes it nuclear.
What?
They stay under the same roof.
Yes.
This is your house.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a nuclear family. Those are the features of a nuclear family. Is it clear?
Yeah.
You go to C. So explain the functionalist view that the extended family was the most common family type in the pre-industrial society. So, for the functionalists, they argue that the extended family was the most common family in pre-industrial societies based on the following reasons. One, agriculture. In pre-industrial society, there was no technology, there was no tractor, there was no mechanization. So basically everything is done through labor. People, they work in the farm. Yes or no? In those days. Are you with me or not?
No, I don't know.
We're talking about functionalist view that the pre-industrial society, pre-industrialization is basically dominated by extended family.
Okay.
That is the point. That the extended family takes charge in the pre-industrial society. And the pre-industrial society doesn't have.
Pre-industrial society is, you mean the,
Before now, this is industrial society. This is industrial era now. Things has changed. There's what we call advancement now.
yes,
Then there was no advancement then. Do you get the point?
yes,
So the functionalists argue that the extended family was the most common family in pre-industrial societies based on the following reasons. Number one is agriculture. Because in the pre-industrial society, agriculture was common, especially subsistence farming, like farming because of your feed, because you want to feed. So they have to work in the farm to make what they eat, right?
yes.
Can the nuclear family do that alone? No, they need the extended family to do.
Yes.
Because if not, you have to pay workers.
Yes.
But how do you pay workers for what you want to eat,
yes,
not what you want to sell? So that's why they use extended family. That's the first point.
Okay.
Do you get the point?
Yes.
The second point, elderly, infirm, sick family members relied on their kin for care. In the pre-industrial society, where there is no health facility, health care, you have to rely on family members to take care of you with their knowledge, with their traditional knowledge. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if someone is sick, there's no hospital to take them to. They use herbs. So some of the family members are talented, are skilled
yes,
in using herbs.
Yes.
So you have to rely on them to make sure you are fine.
So
is that what the extended family?
Yes.
So that's why functionalists are saying that in the pre-industrial era, extended family is the order of the day. That is the dominant family then. You get the second point?
Yes. So the second point is saying that
is that elderly people, sick people, infirm people that are not well, rely on part of the members of the family to take care of them.
Yes.
So because you are not well,
yes,
and you don't have your nuclear family cannot, you have to rely on the extended family.
Yes.
Is it clear? So this makes you to always want to keep in touch with them.
But this point, it's always here in the nuclear family.
In the nuclear family?
Yes.
How?
Like in the nuclear family, if you are sick, who will take care of you?
If you are in the nuclear family?
Yes.
If the father can't, the father will talk to his younger brother or his elder sister who has more knowledge. So is this still nuclear family or extended? So what functionalists are talking about is that in the pre-industrial society, in the pre-industrial era, the dominant family type is the extended family. So it is common that the extended family is relied upon. In terms of agriculture, you need the extended family to help in the farm for subsistence farming. When you are sick or ill or infirm, you need the extended family, anyone among them that have the knowledge, the skills of herbs to take care of you because there's no healthcare facility. So the third point is the ability to move away from the family group was limited because of poor communication and poor transportation system. So in the pre-industrial society, there's no telephone calls. There are no telephone calls. The transportation network, there's no road transportation. Transportation is not rampant.
Yes.
So this doesn't make it easy for family members to get themselves detached from the family. So they stay closer to each other so that they can always reach each other. Yes. Move on. So I think the functionalist is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we go to D. He said, assess the view that there is no dominant family type. According to Thorne, there's no dominant family type because the family is diversified. There are different types of family.
Yes. What's mean diversity?
That means there are different kinds of family.
That's true to what?
Tone, according to Tone.
Tone is a name.
Yeah, it's a name in the last paragraph. So I said there's no dominant family in any society based on the following reasons. Number one, ethnicity. So there is impact of religion, traditions, marriage arrangements, and division of labor when it comes to marriage. So ethnicity, the tradition you have, the traditional aspect of yours, your religion can determine the kind of marriage you have or family you have. Yes or no?
Yes.
So is it not diversified?
Yes.
There are families that have father a Muslim, mother a Christian.
Yes.
These things would also have impacts in the kind of family they run.
Yes.
Yes or no?
There'd be a difference, like in the.
Yeah, it will have impacts one way or the other.
Yes.
So that's the point. The second point, there are different classes in family. There are different classes in family, single parent families, family size relationship, which goes with practicing parenting styles and conjugal roles. Yeah. The family type again is based on the kind of parents you have, how their lifestyles are, what the family feel like in terms of conjugal roles. In some family, the father would want to take expressive and what's the second type of role? Expressive role and instrumental role. In some family that is nuclear, the father does not take care of the instrumental or expressive role. So these things are different. So you can't say that there's a dominant family. It is nuclear, but the way the nuclear family is run is different. The only thing that makes them common is that there's father, the mother, and the children. But how they are being structured or how they are being shaped differs based on ethnicity. We talked about that. Based on based on division of labor, based on religion, based on tradition. So they are different. So the third point I was talking about now is the classes, the class in the family. So a family can also be determined by the class.
Yes.
How rich the family is, how poor the family is, can determine the kind of family structure they have. In some nuclear family, because they are so rich, there's nothing like domestic role. They employ people to do it for them. Some are so poor that they have to do it themselves. Are they running the same family site, family structure? No.
You mean
it differs. How they operate difference. Their operation is different. That's the point.
the operation?
How they operate the family. The structure of the family is different.
Yes.
Some of the family. So what I'm saying is that the kind of family we run, it might be nuclear, but how is different. It's being shaped based on the class we have. It's being shaped based on our religion.
So there is a difference.
There's difference.
Yes.
So there's no dominant family type. You get the point? The third point is age difference within and between the generation. It also determines the structure. In some nuclear family, the age difference between the children is closer. And in some nuclear family, the age difference is so long, it's so much that the younger brother, maybe they have 3 kids.
Yes.
The first one is like 10 years older than the second one. How the family will be run is going to be different from a family that has just 2 years difference within the ages of the kids. It will be different, yes or no?
Yes.
So age difference can also determine the kind of family structure.
Age difference. Okay.
The last point here.
Also, the age difference between
even the mother and the father, it can also. So you can call it nuclear, but because of that age, it will be run differently. You get the point? The last point is cross-cultural comparison. Different cultures have their ways of shaping their family. Different culture. Tahuna has a way.
Like
someone has their way.
Also in countries, like we say, if a man marriage a wife, a man from Libya marriage a woman from Nigeria, for example.
Mali, okay.
Yes, married. So it'd be like a different culture.
That's cross-culture. So how they're going to run the family is going to be different from a full Nigerian family, a full Nigerian nuclear family or a full-fledged Libyan nuclear family.
Yes.
That is the point about that.
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay.
So on this question, it's not matter if we talk about the extended family or the nuclear.
No, it doesn't
Just
matter. It's just
how
about
many.
making points out of the family. Is it clear?
Yes.
So go to question.
So you said we need to say the opposite because question said assets.
Assets, yeah, but because we're talking about a family type that does not, we don't know what to talk about.
That's why I ask you.
Yeah,
There's nothing to,
there's nothing to
say.
change.
Yes.
Because extended will lead to nuclear. Nuclear will go into extended.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, so this is enough.
It's enough. Yeah, it's enough. So we go to question 3. I did question 3 these days. I don't know why. I think that's the information I have anyway. So here they said, gender is the most significant factor influencing the experience of family life. Explain and assess this view. Do you get the point? The point is that gender is the most important thing that changed the experience of family life. Do you get the question?
No.
That being a boy or a girl, being a man or a woman is the most significant factor that influences the experiencing in the family.
Okay, what's going on? It's experience.
Experience, yeah. Happenings in the family.
Okay.
So I wrote, gender is the most significant factor influencing the experience of family life based on the following is number 1. So you have to talk about different sociologists there. For functionalists, what do they say? They said functionalists views of the expressive and instrumental roles. What is expressive role? It involves emotional support and physical support. This is important in the family. But emotional support comes maybe from the woman, from the mom. Physical support comes from the father. Physical support comes from the father.
Yes.
So these two are important. Yes or no? So with gender, we already know where to go to when we need emotional support.
Yes.
With gender, we already know who to go to when we need physical support.
Yes.
That is the first point. And this is according to functionalists.
Okay.
The second point goes to the feminist. Feminist view of the impact of patriarchy on the family. Feminists argue that the family is male dominant and marriages work in favor of the male gender. So they believe the system is basically for the male gender. So for feminists, we are still talking about why gender is the topic in every family. That is the question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the point now?
About the feminist now.
Let's forget about the feminists now. I'm still interpreting the question now.
Yes.
The question is talking about how gender is the main topic in the family experience. That is the question. So for functionalists, we understand why gender is the main topic in the family experience. We talked about expressive role, instrumental role. For the expressive role, the emotional aspect of it and the physical aspect of it. The mom will give the emotional, the father will give the physical aspect. For instrumental, the financial support, the status of the family. This financial support could come from the father. Yeah. The status of the family, bringing up the reputation of the family, could come from the mother. Do you get the point? So that is what we're talking about here. Yeah. Therefore, feminists, the view of feminists is that the family is strictly patriarchy, so that the males dominate the family. So there's nothing more to tell us. Family is built because of the male gender. That is feminist ideology about family and gender. Is it clear? Yes. Then, the domestic labor debate for Marxists. So what did Marxists say about the division of labor debate? I wrote, Marxists argue that capitalists benefit more from the nurturance and care of male workers who were more productive. So for the Marxists, the only thing they care about is that the capitalists take care of males than females, because the males are the ones that are important to them based on the work they do for them. Do you get the point? Yes. So we're talking about the topic of the day, which is gender. Feminists have said theirs, that the family is built because of men. Functionalists says theirs, that there is functioning in the family through expressive and instrumental role. For Marxists,
This both is classes. What do you say?
for Marxists, no, for feminists,
No, for the first thing.
functionalists,
Touch.
no, functionalists talked about expressive role, and
What's the
your question is about the difference between functionalists. The topic is about gender, and when you talk about gender, it shaped the family. That is the point. So for functionalists, they believe that gender role plays significant impact in the family. Why? Because there is what we call the expressive role and the instrumental role in the family. What is the expressive role? Expressive role could be physical and emotional role. That means the physical aspect of it and the emotional aspect of it. That means we're talking about emotional support, physical support. Who gives physical support? Who gives emotional support in the family? So as a child, you go, when it is about emotional support, you go to your mom for that. As a child, when you need physical support, you go to your dad. That is how gender role plays its part in the society. Do you get the first point?
Yes.
Now, for the instrumental aspect of it, for the instrumental role, which is financial support and status within the family, it's still about the functionalists, because the functionalists are sociologists that believe in function. They believe that the society will not be in chaos if every individual, especially the primary socialization, is doing its role, is playing its part in the society to the gender role. So for the instrumental role, there's financial support. The financial support might come from the father, but the reputation of the family, the status of the family is built by the mother. Do you get the difference here?
Yes.
Both are working hand in hand. They are both taking care, both the father and the mother are taking care of both expressive roles and instrumental roles, which are split into two. But the father, he takes care of the financial role, the financial support, and the physical support. The mother takes care of the status of the family, the reputation of the family. Status, the reputation. How respected the family would be. It's from the mother.
Yes.
So the reputation of the family and the emotional support to the family comes from the mother. So that is how functionalists view about the family is. For feminists, their own view is that the society is built on patriarchy, that everything about family is about men. That is for feminists. And for the domestic labor debate, for the Marxists believe that gender takes charge in society, but the male gender. So the Marxists support the male gender because it is the male that gives them the physical effort to produce their goods and services.
Yes.
So the Marxists, they give so much the capitalists support men than women based on the benefits they get from the male.
Yes.
Do you understand? From the male gender. So that's different about the gender and how it shaped the family. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's all about that. Somebody posted. Oh, we're gonna have nothing else.